Hello Aries, thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. Supportive Oracle cards. You are Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. If I can get the glare off there a little bit. Okay. What do we have for Aries? Okay, put those right there. Why does this feel so structured? Not that Aries doesn't have structure, but it feels like things are very specific and going in a certain order at a certain time. Okay, we got a lot of chords. That's an interesting card to end with. First glance, I'm not thinking it's going to be that big of a deal in a bad way. There's big change coming. Okay, there's a big change coming, but Aries, I just seem to think Aries kind of rolls with necessary change. Like if an Aries thinks it's necessary, or like, you know, this isn't going right, we need to change something, I feel like Aries flows with it quite well. So you got gratitude with the Six of Swords. What starts this situation off is moving on from troubled times. It may be the change of a job, or maybe somebody leaving a job. It feels like it's very job-oriented. Not for everybody, of course. But it may be very, like it feels like, it's almost like somebody's leaving the situation. Either you or somebody else, whatever it is. And it's kind of like, when they do, it's kind of like, cool, bye. like, okay. Like, here's a package of cookies. Good luck. Like, I don't mean anything bad for you, but I'm glad that you're going, because you were not fun. I was not enjoying your company. And when they go, and it could be you leaving the situation, just to be fair, it's kind of like you're really thankful that that situation is done. Because I get gratitude here, kind of like, yes, this was good. This was a good ending to this. This worked out well. I'm happy with it. Gratitude plus you got the Ten of Cups, which is really beautiful in this deck. Like, nobody seems to be angry once it's over. So, that may be in the case of, like, you're just not going to see this person anymore. So, it's like, how do I put this? If they were angry, you wouldn't know the difference. And you don't have any more problems after this. So how's that? You don't have any more problems after that. When you look back on it, part of it seems to kind of like, you're kind of like, well, some of this could have went differently, or maybe something should have been said one way or another about this or that. It's kind of like, maybe I should have said this or that. But at the same time, it's like, but it's over. So I'm just going to let it be over. I'm not really worried about it. What comes in next is a good question. Is this an... Yeah, it is new because it's Life Journey. Okay. That moves on, right? Okay. Something new comes in. Life Journey plus the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is a lot of stress usually, but that's something that's headed for a good direction. I don't know why, but a lot lately I feel like I need to explain, at least the way I view the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Equal amount of stress. The difference between the two is Ten of Wands leads to success. Ten of Swords leads to demise. That's how I view them usually, very simply, in a very simple way. And I'm getting like, there's somebody here that they got a lot going on. There's a lot of pressure on them to succeed, and they're feeling like they need to connect to you. And I feel like there's a lot coming towards you where this seems to be coming on the heels of that last situation shutting down. You're kind of like, I just got rid of a rough situation. I'm in a happy place. I'm feeling good. Then this energy comes up towards you, like, I got a lot going on, I got a lot I need to do, and I need you to be a part of it. And it seems very insistent. Something new comes in. It's almost like that last energy leaves, and whatever replaces that energy in whatever context, it comes forward very aggressively. And when it comes towards you, like this card, it's the, what is it, the Five of Wands, which is usually, it's some type of conflict. I'm getting it comes at you in a very strong manner. Literally, the Passion card comes out between you and this energy. It's a very aggressive start. I don't feel you being comfortable with this, and it's kind of like, I just got rid of a rough energy, and now what's this? Like, I don't want to replace a bad situation with another bad situation. Or another, I don't want to replace a rough situation with another rough situation, because it might not have been bad before. It may not be looking bad to going into this, but it's still a lot. So I don't want to pigeonhole it like it's a bad thing. But you may not be viewing it as a bad thing, but you may be looking at it like it's a lot of stress and a lot to handle. It's coming forward with a lot of strength. You're handling it the way you need to handle it. I just feel like you're kind of looking at this right off the bat, like, really? Like, wow, like, come on. Like, it's, the Aries energy really, to me, feels like, just because I can fight it doesn't mean I want to. Like, I like to have a break. I just want to enjoy my tea and my lemonade and sit out by the pool. Like, leave me alone. And it's just, it's like right there. Like, and then somebody's coming in like, well, not today because this is going on. And like this thunderstorm comes in. And you're just kind of like, yeah, I can handle it. Doesn't mean I want to right now. I like to have some downtime too. Going forward though, I'm getting it's not long before you commit to it, you go into it. For whatever reason, and I feel like whatever it is, you have your own reasons for, like, when I say you have your own reasons, there's something actually making you feel like, all right, I need to do this. So you're deciding, all right, I need to do this for whatever reason. There's a lot of different ways that can go. It's not like you're just kind of like, I guess I will. It's not like that. It's kind of like, I need to do this because of this reason, whatever your reason is. That's the Fool card. Okay, so it's almost feeling, once I engage this situation, it's better. It's kind of like, all right, if I'm not fighting it, then I'm going with it. And it doesn't seem like it's such a challenge. It's like, it's not as aggressive as it was. Once it gets what it wants and you're a part of it, not such a big deal. The Death card comes in, which is telling me this is going to be quite a long phase. It's not going to be just like here today, gone tomorrow. It's not going to be just a week. It's not even going to be just a month, in my opinion. It's going to last a few months at least, if not a few years. That's the Death card coming in. Six of Cups with the choice in the environment. Whoever this is who was putting all this pressure on you, like, I need you to help me do this, I need you this, I need this. They've paid attention very carefully, and they understand the situation. However this went for them, however much you pushed back with them, they're remembering it. They're just looking at this like, what did it take to get the Aries involved? What did it take to get the Aries to engage this? How long did it take, and what did I need to do to convince them to do so? So they're looking at it, and like the choice with the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is usually a history card. But when I'm feeling this, they're remembering this moment. This moment is going to transfer forward. Like, they're going to be like, all right, last time I needed the Aries to do something for me, this is what I had to go through. So they're going to gear up and be all ready to handle you next time. Keep that in the back of your mind. Like, this is a normal thing everybody does. I don't know about everybody, but people do. Like, they keep that in the back of their mind. What did I have to do to get this person to do what I want? And then when they come back a second time, they're geared up and all ready to handle it. Like, if you're going to go to a place where it's like 10 below degrees, and you know it's going to be, and you're like, well, when I was there, I knew it was going to be 10 below, but I didn't know it was going to be this wet. I didn't know it was going to be that humid, and I didn't realize I was going to have to climb up these rocks. So now they're like, okay, now that I've experienced that, I'm not only planning for the cold, I'm planning to try to stay warm, try to stay dry, and try to be ready to climb things if I need to. So it's kind of like they're planning, they're adding to their plan of like what they knew about you before they interacted with you versus what they figured out after they dealt with you. So if you were aware that they've already done this, and you also review that same moment, like, okay, when they came at me, this is how they approached me, this is how I reacted, and this is how long it took me to get on board with it. Realizing they're going to come at you again, anticipating your reaction to be the same thing, you'll be ready to handle that as you need to. You got the High Priestess on your side. This almost feels like a subjective or an option. They're saying if you see this, you can use this. Like for better, for worse, for good, for bad. You can be like, all right, that's how that interaction went. They're going to think I'm going to react the same way every time. It's not really the case. Aries will react based on what's being put in front of them. You know what I mean? If you throw a scorpion in front of an Aries and they're not the biggest fan of a scorpion, they're going to have a certain reaction. If you throw a lizard in front of an Aries and they're like, well, a lizard's harmless, it's not going to bite me or hurt me. I don't really know if I care for it, but I'm not going to freak out. The scorpion's going to sting you. That's going to hurt. So, like, based on what is thrown in front of you is how you're going to react. I don't think they're getting that. For some reason, I don't think they're viewing you in that respect. But if you realize they're going to treat you as like every time they're throwing a scorpion out in front of you, and that's the reaction they're expecting, you can plan for that and you can do what you need to do with it. Because it seems like literally that's how they're treating you, which doesn't seem right to me. But they're just heads up on that. As you keep going forward with this person, it's more about your interaction with this person because I feel like you have to keep dealing with this person. It does feel like they're a replacement for that other energy that left. As you keep dealing with this person, I do see good energy coming in. I see the Six of Pentacles, coins in this deck, Pentacles, coins, same thing. I see the Star card, and I see it evolving to the Three of Cups. So just this, there's a card that's accenting this too, but you're very optimistic. You want to get along with this. You're like, I don't need to have somebody that I have to constantly deal with and I can't stand. If I can get along with this person, better for me, better for them. Like, you don't want to have to deal with somebody constantly with it. You're like rolling your eyes like, oh, I have to deal with them again. You don't want to have that type of interaction. This is why you're coming in with the Star card. Like, if I can get along with them, I'd prefer to. Makes everything easier for me, does make things better for them, but not for nothing. I just don't want this to be a situation. You are giving to the situation, but this is the thing with Aries, and I just don't think this is negotiable. You will give, but you better get something in return. If you give and they just never return, that's not going to work. It's going to fail. It will always fail. I just feel like Aries is one of those signs that really will not put up with that. But what I'm getting here with this also is you are seeing give and take. You're giving, they're giving back. You're giving to them, they're giving something back. It's like the bouncy ball feel. It's like it goes down, comes up, goes down, comes up. Keeps going back and forth. It's good. I also feel like with the bouncy ball analogy, I'm keeping a very good eye on this. Like, it's not only me giving and getting back. How much do I put in? I need to get out fair return. Like, if every time I give in, I get less back, like, I'm going to notice that. But I also feel like this energy seems to respect that. The Three of Cups is like, that's a friendship card. And literally you got, the accent card is literally the friendship card. I do feel like you're going to end up really getting along with this person. It looks like it's going to go really well. There's a but there. I don't know where the but is going just yet, but I'm feeling it. I'm like, but. Okay, so but what? But you have to keep on point with it. You have to remind this person. I don't know why this annoys me, but it does annoy me. Especially if it's in a business situation. Like, businesses are not charities. Like, alright, so, unless you're working for a literal charity, you're there to make money. You're there to make a living. And when people just expect you to give of yourself and not get something in return, that really irks me. Because the whole purpose, the only reason you're showing up at that place, well, to begin with at least, you know, that's really, the reason you applied to be a part of this situation was to make a living. You know, you weren't there just to, like, give money to somebody who, I don't know. I feel like I don't need to go that far with it because I think the people it's going to make sense with, like, it makes sense. You have to remind them, you'll work with them as long as they work with you. You'll give to them as long as they give to you. This is a fair trade system. You're not looking to take advantage of them, but you're not going to let them take advantage of you. Is a very good connection here because I feel like you're just keeping it on the level. Keeping it on the level. I'm really also not, I'm also feeling this too. I'm not a fan of like, I do for you today and then you'll pay for this in 3 weeks or something. Like, I'll give you a hamburger today and then pay for me in 3 weeks. No, I don't think so. If I'm going to give you a hamburger today and you're not going to pay for it, then I'm going to chalk it up as like it was a gift. But I'm not going to keep giving you hamburgers every day. Like, I'm not going to keep doing that. Maybe once or twice you'll get away with it, but then that I'll be like, all right, that you're just a mooch and we're done. So that's kind of like in the corporate world anyway, where I feel like people are bending over backwards, and then they're like, keep going. One day your moment will come, and like years go by, and then the company closes or people get laid off, and you're like, oh, I guess your time never did. So whatever. But I have a little issue with that. I don't like that. I don't like the thought of like dragging the carrot in front of somebody saying, one day it'll be your day. Yeah, no. And I don't think Aries goes with that very well either. I don't think Aries likes that. So you have to keep them on point. Remind them, you keep giving to me, I'll keep giving to you. The more you give to me, the more I give to you. We'll keep doing that. This can go very far. You just got to keep this person on point with how you work and how you honor something. You give to me, I'm going to honor that and give back. Like, I honor that. I have a lot of honor, I have a lot of respect for, like, you. I put in a lot of work, you give a lot back. I'm all about that. I'm all about that. But you got to keep up. Past lives here is telling me, I don't feel like it's literally past lives, like another life. For some of you, maybe it is. But for most of you, it's creating a situation where you're showing this person, don't include me or don't ask me for something unless you're going to give me something in return. I will do a lot. I'll do a lot, but there at least some type of raise, some type of opportunity, some type of movement forward. You're going to have to give me something back if you keep wanting to get from me. You just got to keep them on point with that, and I feel like they're going to be fine. I also want to say, I want to reiterate, like, remember that first interaction where you didn't get along just a little bit, they're always going to have that in the back of their head, that that's what it's like when they have to deal with you and you're not going to be happy. So just always keep that in the back of your mind. All right, I think we're good. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.